I'm live on... I think they're all live now. Yes, they are all live. Because we got a notification of my own stream. Okay. So, today, nothing different at all than usual. We're going to be having some chess tournaments for a little bit of time. I have chess club today, though. So for those who are completely locked in, you know that I won't be on as long today. Here on a Wednesday. Okay, I just want to make... I'm so worried about the music. So I want to make sure that it doesn't play on YouTube. And make sure that it is playing on TikTok. I gotta make this silent, though. Oh, this is a video. Hold on one sec. Alright. Yeah, okay. So you can't hear it on that. Alright, everything's good then. Everything's good. Let's get started. I've done like a couple puzzles, like 3 puzzles today. I had a quiz, thermodynamics. Hit it out the park, I can't lie. That, low-key, best I've ever felt taking a quiz in that class. Or no, I felt better about quiz 4, but 2, I got 100 on quiz 4, so I thought that was pretty good as well. Other than that, no life update, really. Semester's almost over, so that's cool. Chess, I've been looking for tournaments. All of the tournaments are like my last 2 weeks of this semester, so it sucks. I can't actually play, well, I mean I could, but for those who don't know, I don't play tournaments unless I feel like I'm really like locked in, and I doubt I'll be completely locked in during finals week or the week before, so I'm not going to play in those tournaments. But there are so many like right before and like right after I get back to school, but there's not like the amount that happen in the time I'm on break is pretty much 0, so that's a little frustrating. Like I want to play more, I want to go for this title, and I can't with the rules I've set for myself, so it is a little frustrating on that end, but only control what you can control. And Slider can go over in this game. Let's see. Up here to c6 in this game. And then, alright, that's all the daily games. We can do Puzzle Rush Survival. I don't see anyone anywhere yet. So we can do this to start off. I guess it's more for me at this point. And unless you're one of the few people who actually watch the after stream, this is for you as well. But we're doing... Oh, I already have one started. We're at 21. I thought I'd probably just restart, because I'm not gonna... I might sell past me. But I guess that's the only me who will ever play. If I just quit, it won't matter anyways. Alright, so in this one, I'm thinking here. I guess the only thing is there checkmate. Oh, then bishop here is mate. Yeah, okay. Here, but you don't take the queen, actually. They should have let you solve that, because not taking the queen, I think, is maybe not losing, but it's definitely not the move, because bishop to a4 was checkmate. They slot here for this pin. Alright, now let's do some thinking. If you take this, they take... You are pinned, though, so that's why I'm a little confused on this. Maybe it's because of here, and then if take... Oh, yeah. Because here, if they do this, the knight can take, right? But then here, if they do this, then king can take. And they can't take because it's too many things. Wow, that's actually kind of an interesting one. But you have to do this in the right order. So there would have been there. This can't move with the knight. This is actually easier. They would be more interesting if they made you find it out the other way. Because that's kind of straightforward. You kind of have... That's the only legal move in that scenario. But the king slides over. This is just mate in 1, I'm pretty sure. You control the diagonal still. Oops. Control the diagonal still. So they can only go here. And then you're cutting it off with knight here. Yeah. Alright, next up, the bishop slides here to a7. This should just want to rook with take. They can only go up, then you take. And then you actually can take the knight, too. That's an interesting way to do that. Take. And then, yeah, they do make you find that last... Oh, no. This is check. Oh, yeah, that's mate. Yeah, that's... Why can't they go back? They could have repeated, though, right? If they go, oh, then bishop here. Oh, it's just mate. I see. Oh, yeah, you just take the queen now. And not the free knight, as you have checkmate. The queen drops back here. Alright, well, this doesn't actually work because of that. So it doesn't make any sense to do it that way. Here, I worry, doesn't do anything. The knight doesn't have a fork, though, so you might just have to do this and then take, and then go from there. But you're not winning anything at all. Oh, it's probably queen here, actually, because here... They would have to slide over because that's just mate. So then they take... Yeah, it's probably queen here. Yeah, and now they just drop down. Let's go to this next one. The king's going to slide over. Another one where it's kind of process of elimination. You know you probably need the knight to slide in somewhere. But then they have their king up here. So those are probably the first 2 moves. But then if the king's there... I mean, this is the only thing that could be. If the king is there on d2, the queen can't do anything. Actually, so I don't see this one. I take that back. I thought it was here, but king d2. I'm sure it's simple, and I'm just missing it. Because your bishop can't get involved. That's the thing that's important here. Your bishop just can't move anywhere to be useful. You can't take their bishop and then queen down. I wonder, is it just here and then take and then here to win the rook? I think it has to be that. Because nothing else, there's no checkmate. And then you take this, yeah. There's just no mate. There we go. So there's the next one. I'm going to slide over. This is not mate in one. But yeah, so the knight's there. If you, oh yes, but you can do this and then they take and then rook over, because this is the only legal move. Yeah, check and then rook here to h. Let's double check though. Yeah, because the knight blocks, the bishop is guarding this square. All right, the queen's going to slide in. There should be some type of mate. I'm not sure if I see it though. The mate should be on the board. Their queen's there on f3. If you take with the rook on f7, yeah, it is rook on f7. But yeah. Because it's not mate, but no, there's still, oh, there is mate, because take, yeah, it's this rook, I'm pretty sure. Let's see if I'm right. Yep. The problem is, if they do this, the rook goes over, and then if they, what's the other option? And then obviously they can't, or not obviously, they can't go rook here, or this also falls. Puzzle level, this is, oh yeah, I guess you can't see that. What's going on, Jazzy? How you doing today? Or this part of the day. But yeah, this is the 30th hardest puzzle in this one. And so yeah, this is number 30. I wish I can display that on the screen. Now I have a goal for next stream. I guess I don't do puzzles that long though. But the rook slides up. There's not mate in, oh, there's mate in one, but you're in check. I would guess you just take this. If it's something else, then I'm just bad at chess. But I'm pretty sure just take the free rook, yeah. Then take this bishop here. All right, so I'm thinking check. They would have to go. So yeah, check here. It stops king back, because then here mate. So if you go here, they also can't go here. So they'd have to go here or here. And then it's the same thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just this. Yeah. Because whatever they do, there's mate on the board relatively soon. Check. Yeah, there's mate on the next turn. All right, the queen's going to slide down here to D3. This is a free knight. And then that's... Oh, I see the puzzle, though. Because here the queen could go back. You could check. They go down. Check. I mean, let's see. You're down 2 minor pieces. So it has to be checkmate. So this is probably the first move. The queen goes back as the second move. Bishop checks the third move. King back here's the fourth move. I don't see the mate is the problem. Because once the king's there on h5, like, I guess you could go g4. But they could just take that then. And then there's not checkmate. But nothing else is even on the board. So let's just play this move. Because this has to be the first move. Yeah. Now, am I right on the second move? I think I am. Because, again, there's just no other... there's no alternative versus taking this. So, here. And now this is where I'm confused. So, if you go g4, the king just takes. And then the queen can't slide back, right? Because there's the bishop here. And that just falls. So, that's why I feel like it has to be g4. Nothing else would even... Doing well. I am doing well. I had a great start to the day. And then a pretty relaxing rest of the day. Honestly, so yeah, I'm having a good day. Love the emotes there I'm seeing on Twitch. But yeah, their king's here on h5. If you go g4, I just don't think that's it. But nothing, I see nothing else though. Because the queen, it has to be g4. Oh yeah, it is. I see it now. g4 here, queen back. Yeah, it is g4. But not, I was looking at h3. There's nothing there on h3. Here and then over. I'll do this next one. This is simply made in one, I believe. Yeah, so this next one, they go here. Almost it's a trick because they have back here. But it's here instead, and that's made in one. Alright, they slide down. We can... G4. Oh, yeah, okay. So, what's your rating, Driz? What's going on there on YouTube? Check with pawn, checkmate. Check with pawn, checkmate. Pawn. Oh, you meant on the last puzzle. Okay. But the rook's down here on this one. Here you can give a check, but that feels pretty... Oh, I think it's rook take. Take it in here. Yeah, because if you go here, they can't do it. Yeah, they can't move anywhere else. And then mate here, the king can't move. All right, the queen's sitting here. We can move our queen down here, attacking laterally, but the king has a forward move. That's why I'm leaning... So if you go here, they also just have back. But if your pawn was here, you would just win the game because of queen down. So it's not something to do with that. I think it's queen here, king up, check, take, over, up, check, take, and then here. That seems like, I think that is it though. Let's see. Here, right, and then here. They'd have to take. You'd go here. Oh, they could go up then. Oh, but the rook's the rook's just hanging. So it might not even be mate, because they could get out the way of it. But it is here because you won the rook, right? Am I right about mate, though? I think there is mate, because if you check here... Oh, I guess if they take, there's no... Yeah, there's no... What am I talking about? There's no mate there. I don't know what I was looking at. I imagine they go up, but you just take the rook, probably. I'll do this next one. We're going to drop back. This is mate in 1 because of the pin here. Did you get those likes there on TikTok from... I can't see the username. It's not... Oh, Original Wizard. Thank you for those likes there. My rating on 3 minutes is, I think, 21:30. Go about yourself. I will have a tournament starting soon. If you have enough people who want to play, please type in chat and let me know. We can start the arena. I just was doing this to start the stream. No, it was just me, so doing some warm-up. But if we want to start that now, we can. I don't have a preference, honestly. You'll place. We need 2 more people who are down to play. Now, this rook is looking kind of free here on e1. Take. I just don't see a checkmate, which is the problem. I think that's the first move, though. If you capture, you just up the rook. Oh, I guess you could just go over. Oh, but they have this passer, too. I think this is the first move, though. All right. Second move. Well, if this is the first move, this has to be the second move. It's just finding the third move, I would say, is probably the hard part. All right, so this is the part where we have to think. If you go... Oh, I think it's queen here. Yeah, I think it's queen here. Because up, take, here. How would you stop mate, though? Oh, but you could check here, and then you take that. Let's see if that's right. Let's see if that's right here. All right, that is right. Here. And then, oh, they don't even show the push. But they push, you have queen check, and then you take there on b7. All right, their pawn's going to go forward here to c3. There is a pin on this rook and queen here. And the Original Wizard, again, appreciate these likes, closing in on already 500, closing on 600 likes in under like 15 minutes. But they go up here to c3. I do like this pin. This is hanging, though. So I don't know if that's the exact move you want to play. Oh, well, you could just go here. What am I talking about? Yeah, just qf3, I'm pretty sure. Oh, okay, you're doing, yeah, you say that as well. Yeah, I think just qf3. Because if they go there, you just take. And that's just... I think the trick with this one is that you're trying to be... Are you being greedy or not? With their knight sliding in, if you capture, pawn takes. So I don't know if you take... if you do take, they take. Where's the follow? Would you then go bishop here? That's interesting, because then that's just free, right? And then you go bishop here to g4. And they can't get a defender on this rook. And there's no check. So you win it for free, because there's no mate anymore. Yeah, it is bishop back. All right. 40 for 40 so far. The pawn's going to go up. I may get the first miss here. Oh, no. It's here. Yeah, that's forced mate. They can't even do anything with that. There's no check. The rook, yeah, they literally can't get out of it. Yeah, there's nothing they can do. They're going to take this. Oh, I was going to say, what are they doing? Yeah, because that's free there. So what do you take back with the knight or the queen? There's definitely a difference. Is the knight doing anything useful there? I'm leaning to... Oh, no. It is the knight. Not because it's useful, because it's useless right here, cutting off the diagonal. So you would take here on b7. They take here, and then you go bishop here. And then they would have to go back. Then you would take, they go over, you win the rook there. I think that's the move, yeah. And then here with check. And then after, well, this is the same thing. You would just take here. They're going to lose eventually, as you could see. You just have a lot on that file. All right, they go up here to h6. So there's a check. That's probably not it. There's a fork. I mean, that could be it. But usually it's more than just a fork. I mean, this is the first thing that comes to mind, though, is knight to c6. Rena never? What? Bullet wins all the time. Bullet wins all the time. Make sure those likes there. Patty on TikTok closing. Oh, we hit 1,000 already, man. You guys are showing some love early on in the stream. We can have the tournament. If we have 2 more people who want to play the tournament, let me know. We don't have to do this. I was just doing this to warm up. But yeah, the knight can go here to c6, attacking. Honestly, I see nothing else. So that's why I'm thinking it's knight c6. You're attacking the rook, attacking the queen. They can't really stop it. It's just never that simple. So I'm double checking, but I'm pretty sure this is... Let's just go here. Yeah, it is the move. Okay. They take this. Well, you have to take the queen. These are all have-tos. You have to go here. That feels like not that difficult for that high up. Alright, they take here in the center on e5. Oh, I see it. So you would take... Wait, you take here attacking the queen. They'd have to take back, and then you take this. Because right now, yeah, it's not about winning material. Because right now you're about to lose material. That's the thing. Because if you just take this, if you take the bishop first, or theoretically, if the queen wasn't there, they could just take that, right? Oh, if you take the knight first, I guess they take, and you're down a piece. But you take here, attacking the queen, they can't just take that, and then you take back. Let's see if that's correct. Oh, it's not wrong. That's not correct. Let's see what it is. Really? That's crazy. Wow. I don't think I would have ever found that. The move is bishop to f6. That is insane. I'm famous? I'm not famous. I am not famous. But bishop here is crazy. Oh, it's 60 people. That's a lot of people. But yeah, bishop here, I would have never found that. I want to start the tournament. That's insane. Have you done plastic surgery? I have not done plastic surgery, no. I've not done that. Is that a compliment or an insult, though? But let's go create this tournament and see. This is only 3+0 arena to start off. So if you want to join in from TikTok, the way you'll join in is through the notes of my club. It'll be a link for the tournament. Thermo quiz went good. That's what happened today. For those who don't know, I make this like a diary entry. Let's see. I'm going to create this one. 3+0 an hour. It's at 5:03. Alright, let's create this now. So if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, here's the link for you. Here. And then if you're watching on TikTok, here it is in the notes section right now. Let's put this in here. You guys like the puzzles. Okay. Do you want me to keep doing the puzzles? I really don't have a preference. Do we want to do the... 30 people just left. So I guess the puzzles are our preferred. Do we want to keep doing that? Should I do that in the future? Or I guess we can do it now. I don't really care. Here. I'll post this because I just want to do chess. So we can keep going. Let's see. Let's continue this one. All right, they want to slide their king over. Knight can slide in. Wow, everyone left. So maybe puzzles have to be what I do next stream. That may have to be the move. Everyone left the stream. All right, the knight's can go here, check, attacking. You don't gotta, man. You don't gotta miss family. I appreciate it though. I think this is mate taking here, and then the rook's gonna slide up. Yeah, because the knight's guarding the pawn. All right, they have this check here. Wow, it literally, that is insane. Well, I guess we'll do puzzles next stream. I guess next stream we will not do the tournaments. Should we do that? Should I do that tomorrow? A puzzle only? Make a poll, because I don't have to use messages. Participation? I always think that's a good point. I'm asking genuinely, is the tournament not the same? Because I don't view myself, so I don't know if it's a difference participating in the tournament, or you prefer like to just type in the chat and not go on chess.com. What's going on? I was just doing puzzles. We have a tournament going on though. I may have to try a puzzle only stream because that was doing a lot better. So we might have to try that tomorrow. But let's see. Let's go. I'll make a poll real quick so I can get a general idea of what you guys feel for that. Alright, puzzle only stream. I know chess streamers get more views when people watching. Can't do it with tourney. Okay. And they like watching, really? Alright, I can switch it up. I did this because I was like, if I was watching, I'd rather do the tournament. But I'm not watching right now. So tomorrow we'll try something different. I'll say right now, since I made the tournament. Or do you guys want to do one tournament and then do the puzzles, or should I just cancel the tournament? You guys tell me. Let's go. Puzzle only stream is the question. Stream here. Alright. Yes. No. Alright. I just made a poll. So if you're watching on TikTok, please vote in that. And if you're watching on something else, please type in chat about what you think of that as well. You won't get flagged? Okay. Good to hear. It's just me and Eliza. So we may get canceled anyways. We'll be able to test and see if the puzzle only stream was better. But I did make that poll. So if you're on TikTok, please vote. I need input. We have one vote. Driz, I think that's Driz. Driz, appreciate you, Driz. First vote in there. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of that idea. I see Ryan there with the no vote. So we're 50-50. This tournament is, for at least now, the tournament is here. So if you want to join in to this one and you're watching on TikTok, join my club on chess.com. It's PJ's Chess, the same thing as my TikTok username. Once you're going to go to the notes section, there'll be a link for the tournament. Slower time controls. I have noticed the 1+0 is more favored for like the higher rated, I would say. Like there have been some where it's only 2,000 plus in it, I've noticed. So I agree with what you're saying, William. At some point you can grind ELO puzzles, stop being fun. You can grind ELO puzzles. Oh, you're saying that stops being fun at some point. Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, we have 2 votes though. So if you guys have some opinions, please vote on that one. And we can have different stuff. I mean, I don't have to do, we can switch it up. Like it doesn't have to be, I only do puzzles from now on. Maybe we can do like a puzzle hour. Oh, I asked this one too. You can't vote since you're, oh, okay. So are we saying that I should have a portion of the stream be puzzles and then go to tournaments? Or are we saying like on Tuesdays, I do puzzles and then on Wednesdays we do tournaments? I mean, I'm cool with either. Again, like they're both fine with me. The way and Ryan, appreciate those likes, almost at 2,000. If I were to say one, I would assume it's better to do like just a day of that, so that if you just don't want to come to the another day, you just won't come to the other day. But then I don't know, because then if someone comes in like halfway through the puzzles, they think it's something. If you have specific days, people know. Views drop when puzzles. Play rapid. The only thing about playing rated is I'm not someone who can really play if my attention's divided. Like for like super like rating, maybe I could try it. It's not something I've done successfully ever really. But I can do some rated, not 15:10 though. That's also just too long. But I can do some rated on stream. So do we want me to make a tournament right now or just do puzzles right now? Yeah, Drizzy is correct. That's why I asked, because it was at 60 and it dropped to 20 and then it went up, then it went back down. You have a good point. I do have a second account too, so I could just do that. While stream, yeah, you're right, William. You're both right, William and Prime. I should just make a second, or I have a second account. I just use a second account. That makes way more sense. Well, I don't know how I didn't think of that. Yeah, I can just make a second account. So today, since we already lost the boost we had, do we want to just make today puzzles, and then maybe we do one day of the week I'm grinding, right? Let's talk about it, because you guys are here. You guys stayed through the puzzles being switched. So if you guys are cool with a couple minutes before we decide, because I want to try and make sure I'm giving you guys things you want to watch. So yeah, I only have two. Would you guys want me to have like a day I do Puzzle Rush, the survival mode, a day I do like Rapid or something, and then puzzles? All right, let's see. All right, we'll trust. But yeah, do you want a day where I do like a puzzle only day? We have a day I do like Rapid or something. I talk through my moves rated, and then we have something where we do tournaments. Because honestly, I also like the tournament, so I don't want to never do them. But I agree, because I only do them right now. And I've been thinking about that, should I switch it up somewhat? And clearly the people who have spoken, I should have some variety. So we can try and work on that. Gets more viewership. I will say puzzles definitely gets more views. That I do know, because I did it one time accidentally. I think Eliza was here for that day, where I had no one for the tournament, so I did puzzles, and it was my best stream ever. So I have seen the results. Maybe I'm just reacting a little bit slowly to it. The puzzles definitely do better. A day for tourney, but today only tournament only do tournament then puzzles. Grinding grinding is the most, really. I haven't seen too many other chess streamers, so I don't know too much. I know Cole has does something similar where he doesn't do the same. He has like tournaments once a week, something like that, and he has like puzzles, and that I see why he does that now, because the stream of puzzles get a lot more. Once you just mix around a little puzzle and more raid online rapid, and you talk. Okay, so what I'm getting from, let me write this down so I don't forget any of this. So what I'm thinking is, I stream, let's say on a good week, I stream 6 times. I usually stream 7, but worst case scenario, I stream 6 times a week. Are we thinking 2-2-2, like 3-2-1? Grinds, grinds. Oh, I have seen them. Okay, they only grind is what you're saying, Ryan? So yeah, we can write down like stream ideas, I guess. And then we're saying puzzle, survival. And I appreciate you guys doing this too, by the way. And then grind, rapid grind. And then I still want to do tournaments because I like that. And should it be equivalent, you guys think, throughout the week? Once a week? I think I like it too much to only do it once a week, I'm not going to lie. I may have to do that. Recognize your opponent. I'll check this out, Pablo. My bad. I just saw that one. If you're still here, I will check that right now. My score is 1,000. What's going on, Rajesh? How you doing? Right now, we're going to have the stuff start up in a second. We're just going through like what I want to do, like with some of my stream schedule. Because we just had an experiment that showed puzzles are literally 100%, like 400% more successful. I do know your opponent, yes. Oh, what is this game? Oh, is this intentional? Oh, yeah, this has to be intentional. Okay. Here, take. Was it to see? Is it the type of chess where you have to give up pieces? Because I think it's a variant for that. I'm pretty sure. But don't worry, man. Thank you for that. But let's go back here. See messy messages. Shams on Sunday. I don't know about Zod. I think because we want to sound big brain in your chat without being behind the wheel and messing up. They all try guess the elo. I have done that before. Someone offered that. That's a good thing as well. So what I'm thinking right now is a plan, because I do only do tournaments right now. What if we did a 3-2-1, or like if I do 6 streams a week, 3-2-1. So like we do 3 tournaments, because I've kind of only done that for a while, and then we could do 2 puzzles and then 1 day where I grind, and then we could just go off that. Or do you think we should just do 2 tournaments, 2 puzzles, 2 what's the other thing? 2 grind days. Because again, I don't have a humongous preference. Like whatever you guys find the most interesting. Stalemate. All that you got the draw. That's actually stalemate. Oh, you can't move? That part I didn't realize. I thought you just agreed to it. Oh, wow. Black can't move. That's crazy. You can't go there. I'm sorry. This has taken my interest. I know we're talking about something kind of serious, but you can't do anything here. The knight can't. Did you guys know this before? I'm assuming you knew this before this, right? Or you happen to walk upon that. Let me just minimize this actually, because that's getting in the way. Should do it all in one stream. Really? Okay. Well, how about this? How about we do? Okay. All right. Well, we can try that. Mix it in one stream. Would you guys rather? So I think what we should do if we do that, we should start off with puzzles then, and then we go to tournament, and then do it a few. Okay, we can test that out. We can test all this out. I don't know why I took my phone away. This makes way more sense to read it here. I'm like going back and forth between Streamlabs and TikTok, and I have my phone there. I have no idea, Nova. That's a crazy one, I can't lie. That's a crazy one. So what we'll do then is we'll keep doing the puzzles, and then we can have to go on my other account, because I do have another account. How about today we just do puzzles and tournaments, because that might be the easiest thing for me. And then I'll make sure that I have the other account available for next stream. I think that's probably the best, because I have it, but I have the music on that account, and I think it'd just be easier if I have 3 things. Trying to be Einstein. Fair enough. Okay, we take this here on F2. Alright, we go king here to E2. E3, I mean. I feel like that's it. This might be kind of simple. If you just go king here to E3. Because... Oh, no. I take that back. Because rook captures his check. So then do you go down here? Because if you go here, that can't... That's just mate, isn't it? Yeah, that's just mate. I think down here. And then Pablo, you're a commentator for the profiteer thing, right? I think here, though. Because then here, and over. That's what I'm thinking. Do you know when the next event is? The next, because I would love to watch that. I watched the part of, I don't remember their names. No, Jake, and I don't remember her name. But I watched theirs. That was pretty cool. That was pretty entertaining. So I don't want to miss the next one. If you go rook down, they could go up king here. There's no check there on G4, right? That's why that works. So they take here with check. Oh, it's queen takes, because if they their queen's under attack, you'll check. They go over, you win the rook. I'm almost certain. Yes, it is that. And then check, and then you win the rook here. All right, so this next one. Their pawn drops down. I think you can take the pawn. Oh, wait, no. No, because this is hanging. Wow, I have no... How do you do this one? I'm not sure. With the pawn down. The problem is they can take with check. But then if you take this, and then they take, you take, they go over, you go down, up. Them going up is the issue Take it? There's no, I mean, okay, I think that's the move because nothing else works. I don't understand it, though. It was just set up for, all right, bet. Who's that one between? Really? What if they... Okay, I'll trust. You take... But this is what I was saying. Like, I don't get the... I mean, it has to be this, but... Is this... Oh, they're also... I didn't even realize you're already up the exchange. Oh, I would have seen that. I thought they had a second rook. They didn't even process that you could do that. Yeah, I get it now. Are they going to move their pawn forward? Check. Down. I guess this probably is the first move anyways. You can take back on B1. Ah, okay. You guys all saw that. You guys saw all that. I didn't see any of that one. I don't know why that one was so difficult for me. This, I think, is check first, though. And then... Alright, I just want to play that. No! It's not check first. Alright. Well, they move their queen over. Let's see. Rook C... Let's go through that one. You said it's Rook C2 check. And then D3. Oh, yes. Yes. That is great eyes there, Pabu. Alright, we have one more thing. Can we get to 50? That's the goal. Can we get to 50? Because we have 2 wrong at 47. Can we get 3 right in a row? 48, 49, 50. So, the rook is hanging here on A8. I think it's take, though. Because take... If you go up, there's no check. But I guess they could go back, though, is the only thing. So, yeah, if they go back, they stop that. Because take, check, up, queen down. And then you couldn't move anywhere to promote. This has to be the move, though, because nothing else works. If you just move the rook and they promote, that can't possibly be it. There's no way that's it. Good luck, man. I believe you are higher than your rating. So I'm sure you'll see some good results. But if you capture, I think it is capture. It has to be capture. Yes, okay. Now this is where I'm not sure. Well, no, it has to be here because you can't go up where there's check. And I'm guessing the check is an issue. But I'm not that confident. But that's my intuition, not to let them check you. Yes, that is right. Now this is the part of it where I'm a little confused. Do you have to stop their promotion? But they're still in a winning endgame, though. That's the thing I don't get. Oh, I do see it. It's queen here. Yes. Because if queen goes to D2, them promoting doesn't matter. You promote with the queen. That's checkmate. That's actually crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Queen here. You take with check. Wow. All right, they're nice going to slide here to H2. All right, now... So if queen checks on G3... Or no, not G3. Q, G1 check. That just allows rook over. So I don't think that's it. Rook down? They can't really check you. Oh, no, I think it is just rook down. Yeah. I think it is. Because rook down here. They could go knight here. That's the only counter to that, I'm pretty sure. Rook G... Let's see, here... I think it's rook down. Because here... Could you even let them take, check, here? There's no way you can let them do that, though. Is it here, then? But no, that's... I think it's rook down. No, it's not rook down. We got 48. What is the move here? What is the move? QG1, then sack and fork. No, that's tough. I saw a rook there. I guess you guys heard my thought process. I saw that. Did not see the fork here. All right. So that's that puzzle rush. Are we thinking another puzzle rush, or do we want to do a tournament? That's what we should do. We should do either some type of, maybe a poll or some type. The same way I do for the time controls. Something of what we want to see. Like it's a lot. Like I don't have it pre-planned. That might be even better than what I was saying, honestly. Tourney, okay. We have interest for a tournament. We have one vote there. I'll make the poll on TikTok, and then if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, you can also type in there which you would like to see. Okay, restart new. Alright, and then what's next? Ah, here we go. We're cooking. Grind, and then oops, I didn't spell that right. Grind, and then we have tourney, and then I guess we'd have one after that, tourney, and then we'd have puzzle rush. These are all fun. Alright, I've just created this, so if you're on TikTok and you want to vote, you can vote for that. And then if you're on Streamlabs or no, not Streamlabs, I mean Twitch or YouTube, and I'm reading you on Streamlabs, you can just type in the chat. But yeah, let's see here, the first one. We can do this until we have an idea of where we'll go next, but this is just checkmate here. Alright, there you go. Here, this also just made in one. The first 10 or so are usually pretty easy. And then rook down. I mean, honestly, I want to say the first 20, but I've got some in the 20 wrong before, so I can't say that. But the first 10, I think I've rarely got those wrong. I shouldn't really. I'm the hidden tourney vote. Hidden? Okay, we have... Why are you hidden? Let's go here. Yes, we have 1 vote for tourney. 2 votes for tourney. So tournament has 2 people in its favor right now. The poll has another 2 minutes. So when the poll's up, we'll just see that, and also the chats there on Twitch and YouTube, and go from there. Oh yeah, you just said that because you're a mod. That's an interesting thing. You would think that you could do anything if you're a mod, but the queen's gonna go here, looking for mate, I'm guessing. All right, next checkmate here on f2, and then so if you bring the rook down, that doesn't actually work. Am I missing this? I'm missing this. Here, oh, I am missing this because here, take, up, here. This is the part I didn't see. Yeah. And you have the rook to slide on the open file, and now that's going to be a win. All right, so they bring their king over. You have this check, and William, thank you for all these likes there on TikTok. We're closing in on 2,000 there. And we're looking at the vote. It is still just 2 votes, and we have 2 for tournament right now. So it's 2-0-0. So that is the current win. But we're going to go up here to e7. They can slide over, check. Yeah, whatever they do, you just promote at the end, I think is the problem. Their knight's going to slide in. The queen's going to go here. Yeah, because they go over, then we have mate at the end, right? So queen here to h5, and then mate here on f7. All right, we're off to a nice start. This one is the normal sack of the queen there on d8. Pretty simplistic. Here you don't have mate, but you can win 2 rooks for a bishop, which is, or I guess you don't win 2 rooks. You win here, and then over, then take. I guess they could take, and then take, and then take. You're in a winning position, though, after bishop here. Yeah, and then you capture, and you capture. You're just up a rook, because you take care on h1 at the end. So you would think there's some type of checkmate with the way this is set up. I think that's true. If you give a check, they can't go over because of this. That's mate. So here, they'd slide over. Then you could go... You couldn't go here, though, is the only thing, because they have check. But so check over... What is this one? What is this one? Oh! Is it bishop here? That could be it. So check over, bishop here, rook. I feel like I'm not seeing this correctly. We have 2 votes there, and it ended up being tournament. That's not the first. Okay, I knew that wasn't right. That's what I said. Not the first 20. It's no mates. All right. Well, we're going to the next stage. We're gonna start the tournament, and if that gets canceled, then we'll go back to puzzles. Then, I guess. So let's create this one right now, because we have 3 votes for tournament. So we're gonna create the tournament. Arena name first of the day. Alright, we're going to go to 3 + 0 an hour here. And then we're going to set this for 5. What is this? 5:27-ish. Alright, so we have this tournament. If you want to join in through this link on Twitch and YouTube. And then if you're watching on TikTok, I want to put in the notes section right now. So clubs, my club, and then here are the notes so you can join in if you would like to join in. I've just posted it. And I'm in here myself. So we need 3 more people. And we can do a puzzle rush survival for these 5 minutes we have here. Or not survival, 5, no, it's not the same thing. Puzzle rush 5 minutes right here with this time. Alright, the king I think just slides up and then over. You're getting in the position. You could capture this, take, you're up a minor piece. This one's made in 1. We have the first 3. Rook down here. Second blitz game, alright. So what are you sitting at now then? Like you're 1100 blitz, right? Take, check, checkmate. 7 for 7. Take, and the bishop's going to slide. This is mate in 3 with the rook sliding and g2 at the end. Here. Here. I think your pawn's just too fast, right? Yeah. Your pawn's just too fast. You're going to get a queen before they can get a queen. 1150, you have to do, you're just so much higher than that. You have to get the rating up. Alright, they give this check. I believe you run your king like all the way over. Right, I'm pretty sure that would work there. Bet soggy. We have some time before it starts up anyways too. But they have this check, I think you go here. And I think you just keep running. Right? Because you couldn't, yeah. And then now you get the queen. And they take, and alright, you're just fine. Alright, knight's going to slide in. Although that was harder than a usual puzzle for the 11th most difficult. This is mate here. Look at those two, like, mate in 1s versus the other one. But their king's going to take, you have the black pieces. Here, take rook. Here, 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 here. And there's no more checks. Yeah, you can just push the pawn up. And they can't slide over laterally, as you saw. So that doesn't work either. We're going to have our knight slide down, check, and then take here for checkmate. 15 for 15. This looks like it's just a passer that they can't stop. Your rook slides over, and now double pawns are going to win you the game. Their bishop's going to slide forward. I think you can take with check, and that's just checkmate and 2. They go over, you go back down there. So you take, and then here. Let's go to the next one. This is mate in 3. Here, here, and the bishop guards the king's escape square. I pointed. I should have drew an arrow. But there, you got the king's escape square there. PJ's chess dad? Yeah, my dad does actually watch my stream. So that might be him. Let me see if he's actually watching right now. That is my dad. What's going on, Dad? We have some puzzles going on right now. But their king drops back. Let's see. Oh, you capture the bishop here on d2. If they take, bishop captures here on e6, and you take the rook. I actually made I made him the TikTok account, so I just put a random name because he didn't care. We're going to take this on d2. Alright, their queen's going to slide. You can take, what's going on, Pops? Oh, you take this, and you can take this at the end, right? Yeah, you take, and you take this rook here down. Alright, that's cool. Alright, they're going to capture, take, and this is just a passer. They can't stop. They're not in the box. I've learned the box now. They have to be in the box to stop this. Like, I kind of knew what that was, like, intuitively, but I actually know what it is now. The knight can slide. The knight can slide in. If they go up, you take. They go back. I think you take the queen. So I think it's knight here to c4. And now I think you do take. And the rook captures, and that's mate. All right, this one. Is this? No, this is not just mate. Oh, it is mate. It's because here, back, and then bishop here, right? And then bishop here. And that's checkmate. Alright, their pawn comes forward. You can take this because of the pin. You can't quite do this. I guess take here. Oh, and then bishop here, I see. Yeah, I think it's that. And then bishop here. And then bishop will capture. Alright, let's see how many people we have in the tournament. We got 20. Oh, this is time. No, I forgot that you can't go back on time. You can go back on survival. That's why I did that. But on time, you can't actually do that. Just learn. Yeah, I was watching. So I've been keeping up with the, what do you call it, the World Cup. And I watched all of Gotham's recaps on it. And he was talking about the box. I'm like, wow. I've seen someone talk about it before. But I didn't know the exact dimensions of the box. I could have said there's a box the king has to be in. But I didn't know if it was this large. I guess I would have, like, just intuitively. But actually seeing him draw the arrow, I'm like, okay, so this is a great indicator. If they're not this close, they can't get there. I guess that makes sense, because if you're like here and they're here, they can't get there. How far does that extend though? Because say it's here, or the box is this. Oops. If it's this and your pawn's here, say you go up, here, 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 here. I guess your pawn's also in the box then, I'm guessing, right? So then if it's here, you go up, they go there, up, there, and then queen. And then if it's there, and then if it's this, and they're in the box. Okay, I see it now. All right, we're playing Pablo first game. The box is done here. All right, they go up here to d4, d5. Up here, the queen's gambit. If the king can enter, if he can enter it, okay. So it's not just he's in there. If he can enter it soon. But they push the pawn forward. We're going to go up here to h6 attacking the bishop, and then c6 on this next turn. No, it's bishop f5 I think is better. Yeah, I think that was a better move. I need to work on that. a5, castle here to the king side. Hey, those happen, man. Those happen. If we go up, because they're going to push. And that's not good for me. Because they'll have a pretty aggressive center. A very active position. There has to be a downside, though. And I'm not seeing the downside. Well, if you go queen here. And then here? Will they slide their rook over? The only problem with up here is an f4. We'll just slide our rook over then. They drop their bishop back. Yeah, I was going to go for some idea with this. I wonder if you have to go for c5. And then their knight slides. That's still guarded. You may have to go for a c5 idea. And get an isolated pawn. Because nothing else really makes sense to me. Maybe rook c first. And then, I guess if they go up, then take. That's kind of an issue, though. I would just go here and take, but then their knight replaces it. It defeats the whole point of that. I'll try queen over. If we queen trade, then getting in the center is not as big of a deal. So they're not going to do it, I'm guessing, because of that reason. They also see that, I'm sure. But yeah, we're looking to... They drop back. Yeah, they're not going to trade the queen. Because then getting in the center just is kind of pointless at that point. The only thing with c5 now is this is hanging. So maybe go knight here. And go knight here. And occupy space. And if they go up, back. But they just go there immediately. But now let's try here. And get our pieces to have some meaning. We're looking to go for this pin. They slide their rook over. What I see we can do potentially is here. And then bring the other rook over. We're down a minute though. So I always spend too much time in the opening. I don't dislike my position though. I don't think it's that bad. They go up. I mean, if they're going to go... Let's just go here. And then we're going to go g5 probably next turn. They slide their queen over. Is there any way to get another piece in there? Not that I can see, at least. Like, here doesn't do anything. Here, take, this is hanging. Do you have to retreat this then? Setting on the diagonal. But we're down a minute and 10 seconds. That's not going to cut it. That's simply not going to cut it. We're going to have to drop our queen back probably immediately on this next turn. Either there or there. One of these two queen moves. I'm going to go here. There's probably better, though, as I'm thinking about it. I'm sure that's better. That's a trap, actually. Oh, no, that's also... Yeah. I realized that after they did it. Because if you take... There is a problem, though, that I will say that I did see the problem, because they have that, and they just have the H-file. They just have a good position, so it all has something that makes you go, oh, you can't let that happen. We're going to slide our queen in, 40 seconds left, and they go for that now. This is kind of the issue. I think you can survive this. You have to go over. Oh, well, no, because if they go up, you can go over. But I have 25 seconds, so I probably want to lose on time versus anything else. Rook over. We're trying to maintain. And you move the rook first. You also had f6, but they have another attacker potentially, is what I'm thinking. So I need to be able to give a third defender. You had to. I was gonna go there anyways. So yeah, that works out for me. That was my intent. Oh, yeah. That's kind of a problem. Their knight's going to slide in. But now, okay, it depends what they do. We survived that. We're up a rook, but we have so little time it's not going to matter. No way we got through that, man. No way. I would have rather not got through it. I'm in check. Yeah, we lose. GG. Go to this next game here. What's going on, Hunter? How you doing? What's going on, Zang? Yeah, let's go to this next game here. GG to Pabu. I have no clue how I survived through that. And then, Rob, if you want to join in this tournament, we still have the link available, so you can join after it starts. You can join my club on chess.com, PJ's Chess. The same thing as my... What's going on, Speed? But the same thing as my TikTok username there. Yeah, so you can join in. My club has a link. We could 1v1. If I said 1v1, I'm sure I said bullet, right? I don't think I said 10-0. I'm sure I didn't say 10-0. I think I remember saying that to someone, and I said we could do a 1+0, but like between the rounds. That's probably about the best I could do there. But I did say that though. We can definitely, if you want to do that right now, we could do the 1+0 and rate it right now, because that won't be too long. Rob, and then UK, if you want to join in my club, PJ's Chess, it's a notes section. It'll be a link there on chess.com. And if you want to go to my YouTube, the same username, or my Twitch, PJ Chess 993, it can be I can put a link in that chat, and it'll take you to the tournament. Let's go to the games here. Let's watch Eliza and Ryan play. Okay, the queen slides over, or knight slides in. It's an interesting idea because that pawn there on c5 is hanging. How does this even happen? I want to see how this happens. Is Eliza playing the London? No way. No way. I guess, no, this is Caro. I guess you played e4. It transposes into a London, though. Ah, I see how this happens now. Wow, that's quite the trap. Because even if they take there on b4, A captures b4, and then it's fine. Alright, playing Eddie here in this game. For d4. Let's see what they play first. c5, e3. Alright, they go for this Caro-Kann exchange. It translates to the Caro-Kann exchange, apparently. So I guess I do know another opening I didn't know I actually knew how to play. We go up here attacking their bishop. How do you continue? Maybe bishop d3 is not the best move. g4, I can't just keep throwing pawns for it. I wonder if you can go up here first. That feels inaccurate, though. None of this feels accurate. You need to move your bishop. That's the problem. Yeah, you need to square for your bishop. That is obvious. You could drop back as if you needed to guard this, but your bishop can't sit here behind your knight. That's bad process, I believe. So we're going to bishop here to f4 on this next turn. What happened? Let's go here, take, and then here. Now you could castle, but you could also wait to try and castle. They might castle queenside. They don't have to. Their knight slides in. I guess it's not the worst thing if it's not like I have a huge weakness. Yeah, let's just castle. They slide their rook over. We want to reroute our pieces and go for, I guess this is like a Catalan system, with bishop here to g2 after all this has happened. We also have, remember, we have g4 still kind of at any point. Now you may have to play g4 out of necessity. Okay, their knight slides in. I think g4 is necessary, because no other way you can keep the extra pawn. Go here, kick this, and then the knight's going to slide here, trading off. And then f3. So here, you're going to trade this off now. And then f3, kicking the knight back, and probably king up, guarding both of these pawns here. Okay, slide over. Well, actually, no, I guess you can't do that. Should I go up here first? Because they can't move the bishop. So I could do that first. It doesn't matter that much. The knight can slide in, but I don't think they're going to do that. I might just go knight back. And then I can go king up. And the bishop is still available to be traded. See, I think king g2 next. Yeah. Because I don't want them to... I don't want to take it and then go queen in. Now they can't do that. And the bishop, I want to trade it off. It's still tradable. The thing about taking now is they get this open file. What if I go up, though, and they have to drop... I don't have to do this. I don't have to do this. But take here... I may have to just live in that uncomfortable position. Because I don't think... I want to move my knight here, but they're this is hanging. So I'm like a move behind what I want to do. Realistic, yeah, I just can't let this stay. Because if they just go back there to h7, it's not a good position the rest of the game, I'd say. And they just go queen up now. Or queen here. I feel like either way, here first, and then you could, just to see what happens. And you don't want to take. Let's offer the queen trade here. Let's give them the choice. I imagine they don't take the queen, though. I can't see them taking it. It doesn't make that much sense, really. Yeah, they're not going to take the queen. The knight's going to slide in here now. Because the rook's not here looking to attack this. And we're going to attack their queen. And we guard that entry square. They slide over. Sort of the punishment of doing that. If you take here, can they trap it is the question. I don't know if they can. But now the rook could slide over, which was the issue before. The rook couldn't move previously. They take, we'll take this way. 39 seconds left. We gotta move a little bit quicker. I'm thinking a4 on the next turn. More than likely. I was wondering if they do that. Yeah, because there's almost a mate, but your queen's hanging is the problem. You just have to take. No, it's not what I meant to do. Oh my god. I meant to go over the other square. I did not mean to do that. Oh my god. No way, man. And I went on time. Dude, I was trying to move my queen over. No way. Well, we get the win. You stuck it for me. Any tips? I would say definitely puzzles. Puzzles. When anyone asks me that, I say puzzles. I think that's the most useful. That's the most useful thing for me. Outside of, I'm assuming you mean outside of just playing chess. Because if you don't mean that, then yeah, playing like a longer time control, you get to really visualize and think through it, I think is probably the best thing. But if you're saying outside, I think doing puzzles you don't know the answer to. So for improving, not necessarily puzzle battle or something like that. That's more fun. I think it's more for bullet. But I would say definitely puzzles that you don't know, like just on chess.com or Elite Chess, you don't know how to solve them automatically. Very useful. You're joining late? Alright, let's see how you do. 15 minutes have passed. We have 2 games played, and we're sitting in second place technically, but really third, because Pablo and Eliza are both undefeated. Let's play the French. Let's play the French here. I want to play more openings. And I know I play the French, obviously, in Bullet, but we're going to play it more, a little bit longer time control. I know 3-0 is a super long one, but we can practice it here before we bring it back to 10-0. Here, stopping that. Up. And probably knight here, and then, alright. Do you go b5? Okay, we're castle first. And then we can look at h5, and then b5. I like b5 here, and then bishop here to give our bishop a square to go to. They can also go up, though, that's the only thing. Very symmetrical, but they have this backwards pawn here, but they have this advanced pawn, too. h5, looking to get our king here to h7, or I guess that order doesn't matter that much, because if they just take it anyways, then your king is going to be basically in the same spot. So I made some move there. Let's get our rook on a little bit better of a spot on this open file. Oh, knight here is gorgeous, right? They can't discover it because the queen guards it. It's a beautiful square for our knight. And we're up on time. And I usually play the London with the fianchetto bishop, so this will be an interesting one. You want to look at time because we won by 0.2 seconds and we almost threw the game. And we're down on the first game too. That doesn't... Did I miss it? I don't think it works. Yeah, okay, so I don't think it does. I was going to this next one. We're 2 for 2 since losing that first game there. But yeah, for those who don't see, the idea they're going for is like imagine... Wait, can I go to analysis? So I can show this real quick. Oh, I'm in a game, man. I would show that. But the idea is it's like our move defender tactic, but my queen didn't have to move was the only thing that was the problem. Or like a discover attack tactic. But my queen was there guarding it, which is the problem. The bishop is going to slide up here to c3. Wait. Oh, I played the wrong thing. I want to play something different, but just muscle memory. I played the London. We're going to take here, knight here, and then queen back. But this is a little bit different than the usual London I play because of their taking of my dark square bishop so early on. I'll take more space, and they counter-strike in the center. Okay. This is basically the advanced French that's happening right now. I think this is the advanced. This is literally the advanced French, actually. This is the exact same position, except I'm on the other side of this one. Alright, we're going to go rook over. I don't want to move this pawn yet. I haven't decided how I want to use it. Take. Maybe I could have had my knight there, but let's just castle next. Oh, can you go king up is the question. The problem is there's no real... Oh, that's probably a bigger issue. I did just lose a pawn in the center. What was I looking at? I don't know what I was looking at that whole time. Yeah, here, I just dropped that. Okay. Well, this is free now, and you can actually guard it. So we're just probably going to go here. Because we don't want to lose that too, and we pin the knight at least. But we have bigger issues. We're down a decent amount here. I don't know what I was looking at. We just gave the pawn there on d4 for nothing. But their queen's sitting here. They're up some material. What can we do in response? I mean, I guess you could just go bishop back. Because the whole point is I didn't want their knight to get there. But if their queen goes there, how do you hit 2100 blitz? I don't know. I mean, I didn't do anything crazy. Like, I just do what I say to other people to do. I just do puzzles and then play games. I'm trying to think of anything specific I do. Nothing really. Like, maybe getting better at Bullet could help. What's going on, Official Happy Chess? How you doing? But maybe playing some Bullet could help. That's the only thing I can think that's outside of, like, the normal just play. I would say that's something I think is underutilized and underappreciated about being good at chess. They always are defended. I mean, you do have to get some attacks in. Like, I mean, obviously you do that, but sometimes you have to like force your way, and then set Pulitzer. I did say, yeah, it helped me improve quite a lot. Honestly, I got a lot more over the board rating points when I started playing bullet. Because what happened was I was playing people who were better at bullet or better at fast chess, and we kept getting into bullet and they kept beating me. So I kept doing that. Never play? I disagree. I guess it depends what you're doing, but if you're playing like 30-0 tournaments or 25+5 tournaments, I think being good at bullet is extremely helpful. Bishop here is on b5, and then drop back there to f1. I think here, to slide the queen out the way of the attack, and probably bishop back here to f1 on the next turn, because it's not doing anything useful right now, unfortunately. They slide. Alright, the time is in their favor. There's just no ideas here. There's nothing, like, what can you do? King slides out the way. But everything, we're down these 2 pawns in the center. They drop their queen back. I don't know. I mean, we're just doing things here. Bishop e2 instead, I guess. Makes a little more sense. There's just no way in. Everything's guarded. Well, I don't want to trade, really. I feel like that's against it. And then we can go up to g5. Oh, that's a mistake, I believe. Because you take... The only thing is, it's still probably like a draw, but if it's best play. But you are up a minor piece. But that chess is crazy, because I'm pretty sure the engine would still say this is even. If black isn't winning. Like, honestly, black might be winning. Still, like, with this being said. Oh, dude, what am I doing? The queen slides over. I guess I'm low on time, but still, even though time I shouldn't make that mistake. Reattached. I'll have to look in a sec. Alright. Well, I could have moved my queen over. I missed the checkmate. Yeah, I could have moved my queen. I just didn't see this as mate. I just saw him taking the pawn. But yeah. They couldn't have could they have reattached it is the question. Take. I don't think so. Once they do this, I think this is just hanging. Yeah. Then this game, how did I miss that? GG. Let's go to this next game here. We're playing Snooper again. We're sitting at 2 for 4, I believe. Yeah, 2 for 4. First place 3 for 3, second 3 for 4. So we still have somewhat of a chance for second, at least I believe. 1v1. So Isaac, I do not 1v1s, but I host viewer tournaments. This stream at least. I learned that we will be doing something different for the future today. But this stream, we do have some tournaments going on. So if you want to join in that, join my club on chess.com. It's PJ's Chess. The same thing as my TikTok username. It'll be a link in the notes section. And then if you go to my YouTube or my Twitch, you can join in through the link straight in chat. What's going on, Cruz? There's nowhere to... Man, hop in. Let's see. You completely locked in. Well, up here to 8-4. 1500 for 2 much blitz. I don't know what to do. Been 1650. Oh, you've been... Let's see. Do you know what phase of the game you're losing in? Like, are you losing in the opening? Are you losing in the mid game or the end game? Pabu is not Pabu on Twitch. I think you would just... Oh, you could go here. Yeah, you could go here attacking. Yes, that makes the most sense. No, you can't do that, actually. No, what am I talking about? No, you can't. You can't. I thought you could take... I thought you could take and then g4, but the bishop's guarding f4, so knight f4. Yeah, you can't do that, actually. Just drop back. I don't know. I'm not on right now. Up here. And they're just guarded now. Yeah. I guess they could have done that anyways, though. Because here, I guess if I go back and then they go up. But no, if you go back immediately, they can't push. Yeah, I don't know. I just sold that. I would have been winning. Take. Oh, well. Can't go back in time. We did mess up that tactic, though. I'm not sure how to go for it now. Because this is a bad position. This is not great at the moment. They move our knight back. But our knight can't go anywhere. Is the problem. Alright, we're down 30 seconds. Endgame usually? Okay. I'm trying to think what... Oh, they go there. This is free. For endgame... I know chess.com has some stuff there that I've done before. Like, I do before tournaments sometimes. It'll show you, like different conversions, different usual, normal things. And then Lead Chess has a lot of stuff on endgames. If it's, like, rook and pawn or something like that, they have a lot of good things there, to be honest with you. I think we're going to throw our pawn forward, honestly. Just want to give this up. I don't see anything else I can do. Let's just throw this. They castle. Okay. I think that has to be wrong. But it doesn't matter if I can't find it. Let's throw this pawn forward. Taking. I don't think they're going to take. They might push, though. I don't think they're taking. Yeah, they slide their queen over. They're not too worried about me. They're just going to go up here again. Maybe there is no attack. Here. Oh, the fork. I could have just... I went too aggressive. If you just move the rook over, then I think I could have accomplished the same thing. But now, because I did it this way, not very good. I could have accomplished the same exact goal had I just gone rook b1 before that. And I didn't go rook b1 before that. Alright, let's drop back here. 30 seconds remain. If they go up, you just have to move your rook. Very sloppy, because this could have been a win. And not even that it's over now. But, yeah, I mean, you could have done so much more. Knight here. They take. Alright. All in, I guess, on this. I don't even know if... I didn't even calculate it. I'm just guessing this is good. And I'm all in on it. So, it has to work. We'll go up here to h3. We gave our whole queen side away for this. So, let's see. You want to take my spot? Okay. I respect it. I respect it. I will be trying. I will be trying. I try every game, though. Doesn't always work. But hopefully, I can get the win. This actually might be winning, though. It may be winning. I may have called this. No, there's a way they can get out of this, which is insane. I wonder if they see it. There is a way out. I've just realized. I don't know if it's that easy to see, though. Well, it's easy, but it's hard to play, I guess I should say. Or not, it's not easy. But it's simple, but not easy. There it is. It's simple, but not easy. Because they're taking a lot of time here. And it's the move they probably think it is. Oh, I see their idea. Because, yeah, but I'm just going to go here. Because if you take, they can promote to a knight and then kick your rook out the way. That's actually pretty neat. No, I need my I need my queen. I just realized, yeah, my queen. That's the problem. That's why it works now. Well, there's another move too that would have stopped it had you just been trying to stop the attack there. But 9 seconds left. We're going to have to use some bullet abilities. Hold on now. I think they go the wrong way. Yeah, there is mate there now. Not a pretty game. Not a pretty game. You're trying to the 2100-ish? I mean, hey, bad games happen. The rating's there for a reason, though. I can't steal it. I promise. I would have stole more. We're going to go up here to e7. If they take, we'll take. Then we can go up here to h6. We can go to c6 on the... Or bishop f5, probably. Here, and then take. We can go up here to h6, attacking the dark square bishop there. And also c6, the normal opening. All right, they move their queen in. Oh, that's actually quite good. Is that winning? Yeah, it might be winning. Because they're going to take the knight. Take here. It might be winning. Can you try b6? b6, bishop captures, knight captures, bishop. Maybe you would need your knight to be on c6. But the problem with knight c6 is then the queen could take. So is it... Oh... Is it queen over? But no, then they take in the center. Bishop back doesn't work either. It runs into the same issue. Let's see. See you around, see you around. Wow. How did I mess up this early? They go up to queen to b. Is it not bishop f5 then? I feel like this is a normal opening. Can you go for this and then this? Maybe it's this. And you go for that. Similar to the London line where you give up the pawn. Only thing I can see. I don't think it works the same way though. I don't think it works quite the same way. With the knight here on c6. There's a way they could just stop it, I'm pretty sure. Take. You have to take. Here. Oh, then the knight can't move there. Yes, I know it's not the same thing. And then feel remotely close. Here, they can just go up now, right? Because you need that ability to go there. But you can't win. Oh, I could have taken with the pawn. They gambled I would not do that. And they were right. I did not do that. If you go back, this is hanging. How did I lose this one so quick? I'm not sure where I went wrong exactly. Knight back, I feel like, is the only move. It guards that. You have to castle. Bishop f5. I'm not used to that being such a big mistake. Usually you want to do that to stop bishop b3. I want to review this game after. We're going to castle this next game, though, and see what happens after that. Not next game, next move. We're going to castle, get our king to safety, and have our rook potentially slide all the way over. But they're up the material. They did the hard part in a chess game. They have the winning advantage. They just have to convert this, which is easier than getting the advantage, I would say. Yeah, that's just... This is just horrible. Are they going to be up 3 pawns? Yeah, I definitely didn't play this right. Here, I'm sure there was a different way to do this. And, okay, we finally get our king to safety. Finally. After what it feels like years of it not being safe. We'll slide our rook over. And then here to c6. I have to see what was so wrong about the opening. I'm going here attacking their queen. And then we can slide through the edge, but they just have this queen over that I missed momentarily. We can bring our rook over. Looking to attack here. The bishop's not hanging anymore. We can go up here to g6 and bishop back. And then f5 too. g6. Let's at least make some moves. No need to sit in all the whole time. We go here attacking their queen. I'm not sure what follow-ups we could play here. These are just quick initiatives. Oh, that's something. That is something. We have a pin now. 36 seconds remain. But because we're down so much material, I'm not even sure that's that good. "27 seconds are left here." I mean, really, we've kind of turned it around. It's not that bad right now. They're +1 material, but they're going to lose something soon, as I'm sure they've noticed now. They can't stop it. Yeah. "20 seconds left. Not a lot of time. Not a lot of time. Yeah, because now you can take... Yeah, it is just winning now, I'm pretty sure. But do I have enough time? Just like last game, I came back against him, but I just did not do it quick enough. Oh, so did I even come back in this game? No, dude. This was free. This was free. Yeah, I just threw that one. I could have taken the pawn. I don't know why I didn't take the pawn there. 1 second left. Yeah, game too low on time. We gotta do it quicker. We're turning around. What's going on, YB? But we're doing it way too slow. GG to Pablo. 0-2 against Pablo this tournament. But yeah, here, the reason I exclaimed, oh, the game's over. I just want to show, I could have taken the pawn and then the whole thing would have ended. Like the whole attack, everything, if I just take and then we just have the rook for knight. But I don't think it mattered anyways with the time difference. We'll go up here attacking the knight. They sacrifice. I will say I played against this a decent amount. I'm pretty sure you can just take this. I'm pretty sure. Let me double check though. Or is it back? Or is it up? No, I think it's bishop up, right? Yeah, it's bishop up. I'm doing alright. I had a pretty good day today, to be honest with you. So I can't complain. What about yourself? Had a quiz. And I think I hit it out the park. And that's about as much as I can ask for. They're going to move their knight in here. I wonder, could you just go... But then if they go there, the attack's done. So they wouldn't go there anyway. I don't have to, like, preempt them or try and make them stop that. Because they wouldn't do that themselves, as they already made the sack. Now our king's safe. Our king is safe now. Let's go c6 and knight d7. And then knight here. I still think that's okay, though. Here. What's the rapid rating sitting at now? Have you hit 1800 yet? Pop quiz. Are you... I guess I don't... Are you in high school, college? Drop back here. And then knight can go here to b6. Ah. A lot of pawns are here. Maybe I messed up somewhere in this. Yeah, because they have a lot. They're very aggressive right now. Our knight does have this escape square. Drop back here. And we could go here, looking to try and stop that bishop from going in. And keep our material advantage. They have a bishop here to g5. But then they take that pawn if that happens. Very nice idea. What if we go up here to c5 attacking this way? And we create sort of a... Okay, now it's a hole here that we can sit our knight on. Now they have a lot of pawns that are in, but we are controlling kind of the important areas. They can't advance too much here. Ah, okay. Hey, at least you know you can get there, though. That's half of it, the mental, like, okay, I can get to this rating. We're going here attacking their queen. And then... Okay, slide. No, that doesn't work. I'm not... How do you continue this? I guess we go here first, stopping knight in. I have no clue. If this is winning... I think it is winning. I have no clue how you'd win it. If their bishop was, like, here or something, I do see a tactic, but it's not there. It's here. And that's kind of annoying. You can't do much. I don't even want to go here because they might sack, which is quite annoying. Take here. Over... Here? Yeah, I guess you have to go for that. I knew they were going to sack. I was like, I don't want to do that because they're going to sack. But I think I'm going to counter sack. They have too many pawns. They're going to have to get rid of it because they can't push or their queens. Yeah, I'm just going to counter sack here. Now this is way easier to deal with. I'm up a rook for a knight, and their pawns aren't controlling the entire board. They go for that trade. I wonder if it's because of queen trade too. Okay. Sure. Alright, now this is more manageable to end the game. I'm not sure if I'm winning or losing. Let's slide over. I might be slightly better. Alright, we need to have some pawns on the board. You can't win without pawns. Like, if they have way too many, it's equal material. They have a bishop and 2 for this rook. They're lower on time, and I should be able to win this. I would check mentor and see if you can help. Yeah, didn't you say your mentor is a streamer? You can slide here, here. Yeah, they realize they can't go too far away. With their king so limited, I do like my position. Yeah, they're going to go bishop. Okay, now you just take. They can't go bishop back. Now you see the benefit of having a rook here in the scenario. We're going to slide back on this area. And the king's just super active. Their bishop's trapped now, as you can see, and that's going to be a win. They can't go anywhere. GG. Eliza's next game here, sitting at 4 for 7. Up and down tournament, but more up. Eliza's on fire, though. I want to play Eliza. She said she wanted to get a win on me, so let's see if we can stop that from happening. I want to go back to that last game, though, against Pablo. I want to see where I did wrong in the opening. Because something went wrong that shouldn't go that wrong that early on in a chess game. Okay. Let's see this real quick. 58%. Now, this is just a bad move, so you can't go bishop f5 here. And that's a blunder. Knight here is better. Okay, so bishop f5 is the only problem. I mean, that's a good thing to know. Just don't go there. Just castle instead. That's how I met him at... Oh, yeah. GG speed, GG's. But yeah, man. I mean, 1680 is still not crazy low. And I can tell you from experience, I've dropped 100 before. Like, there was one time after I hit like 2100, I could not get out of 1800, like high 1800s. It just happens sometimes. I don't know why, but it does happen sometimes. We're playing first place, who has triple my score. So let's try and ruin her tournament. That's the goal here. Up here to h6. Bishop's going to move. And then Speak Easy, appreciate those likes there on TikTok. Closing in on 2.3 thousand. Up here. Stumped. Stumped is like, oh man, like I don't know, have you seen Phineas and Ferb? Like, Perry the Platypus stumped Dr. Doofenshmirtz from time to time. Or like, maybe that's not the best example. I think that's a good example though. You know, like you're stopping something from happening. Let's go up here with the bishop. I really don't like when the bishop goes to e6. It feels very useless. I don't want to take it. I'll give them the open file. They take instead. Yes, that's what I was hoping for. We'll move our knight in here. Oh, trap. Okay. Well, let's take that then. And then let's go knight back here. Yeah. We're looking to win this pawn here on e5. It's a little weak. As you see, we have these two, but this is also weak. So we're going to take this here. I have a couple weaknesses. There on h3, this knight's hanging now. They take here. So your knight doesn't have, my knight doesn't have a square. They slide up, you can move here, putting more pressure. This check isn't that good. Yeah, but they do go for that. So I mean, this is the only legal move. You can only go here on f4. Back to where you're at. But now they have to worry about this too. They slide, check, over. This is blockaded. Here. Oh, interesting move. We can go here. I wonder if they see the thought process with this. There's a trap. Wait, oh no, that's not a trap. Oh no, that doesn't work at all. No, I don't see it either. No, you're right. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. I miscalculated it. It's still interesting. Okay, they slide their rook over. Yeah, I don't have enough pieces. That's kind of the problem. I'm going to move my king over, out the way. We're still up this little bit of material. I want to take this. If we can win this pawn, we feel really good about the position. Knight back is interesting, because then it kind of allows you to go forward. Well, now you have to go knight back, so it's not like you have much of a choice. Process of elimination. Wait. Oh, no, yeah. Not much other choice. Because knight 4, you lose a pawn. Ah, well, I think we lost the queen now. Here, up. And the queen's stuck in the open board. How did that happen there? If you go here, is there any way to escape? I don't see any way to escape it. Was that their last turn too? Yeah, that's just a bad spot for the queen apparently. Is there any way out of it? I don't think there is. Yeah, they simply go forward. We just have to take, I think. Man, we were up a pawn. We had a nice start, but not a nice end to the game. We had that nice tactic. I'm not sure where the queen could have... Maybe you have to get out the way sooner. Let's go up. Only thing I can think of. Man, maybe I just have to move out the way a lot sooner. Knight back. C4. C4 ran it to the same... Well, at least I saw the same problem because there are rooks here. So it controls the whole 4th rank. So they still have taken there. Rook over. It could have been a bit... whoa. It could have been a good move, though. So if I missed it, let me know. But I thought that they would still take there. Ah. Yeah, I did the pin. I missed the pin. Oh, no! Is it? No, is the rook trapped? The rook is trapped, yeah. And that's not checkmate, because you can go down, check, up. That's crazy. It's a way out of that. I can't believe I was in a blunder, apparently. I didn't see that that was a trap, though. It just works out that that's a trap. 2 rooks for the queen. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. That's actually decent. Okay. No. No, no, no. And I went on time. That's crazy. We get the win. We spoil her tournament, as she would have been tied for 1st place. Let's go. We survived that. D4. Bishop here to F4. I don't care how it happens. I don't care how it happens. So we're going to take that win there. Knight's going to go to F3. Alright, let's go up here. Take, take. I'm banned. Let's go up here to H3. Hey, it was a very nice queen trap, too. I must hand clap, hand clap. That was pretty nice. Bishop's going to slide here to D3. The knight forward, and then A4, and then castle. I'm with you, I don't know how I didn't lose that game, but I didn't. I didn't. I'm not sure how. I messed up. This is the wrong thing. I'm losing against Thinker too. Let's see, this is the wrong move order when I do what? Okay, I need to my bishop here. Castle. It's castle here. Yeah, it's castle here. Alright, I don't forget that again. Because I've done that so much. This is wrong. Because they have a move. They don't go for it, though. Oh, I see why. Because they're trying to do this. They're focused on other things. Well, I mean, yeah. It's just bad whatever I do. I feel like there's an issue whatever you get into here. They don't go for that immediately. I was okay with giving this up because of the counterplay, but they don't want it because they also don't want the counterplay. So I survived that somehow. I should have lost something. I'm sure I should have lost something, but we get through it without losing too much. Besides having the queenside castle, yuck, and they have these 2 pawns. I will say, I'm honestly a little bit quicker to the attack too. They move their knight in. I guess it's best to do this, which is very weird, but I think that is the best move. Because your knight can't move, and if you move too far, they just take, because it's only 1 defender. Their bishop moves forward. I think that's free. Take, take, take. Check, up, back, over. I mean, let's see. I mean, if it's wrong, I'll lose. So hopefully it's right. Oh, yes. But then you take. They had a pin that I missed. I was like, why are they doing that? I get it now. So if you check here, they slide over. They're stopping mate. They're very good at chess. I don't know why I assumed they just gave up a pawn for free. That was not good. Not good on my part. If you check, they go over. Over, down, up, take, down. Yeah, that should work. This is free though, which is the only thing. I'm like, I don't know if that's good. Don't know if that's good. But I don't have anything else here. Because you can't let them check and then you go king here. There's just, I'm sure, a mate eventually. I mean, I'm sure there's a mate at some point in that line. Alright, now we go up. Oh, wait, no. Do you go here now, actually? You might do that. Because they can't take. Check here, take. But no, check. Oh, if you go here, they go here. But then now you could go here, though. Because before they had a queen check. Yeah, I think you can go here now. This is guarding this. If they check, you can't go up. Because if you go up, you're actually losing with take. Or maybe you're not losing, but there's no attack anymore. This is interesting with king here, right? Because there's no queen. Wherever they were just at, they had a check somewhere. I think they were just here, so they had that. But now they can only go back. So there is a way out of this, though. I'm sure they see it. Yeah, I'm sure they see it. But this is at least fun. Check, yeah. And then here, I have 20 seconds. How does this keep happening? I have 20 seconds left. So, the fun's over. Back. No, I thought they were going to go queen there. Why did they go back? Why? They were going to let me check. Yeah, we just resign. I didn't think they were going to let me check them. I just assumed they were going to go here. But they go back. Oh, I guess you can't check them here either. Ah, I see. I missed that. You can't check them either way. This is the next game. We're playing Pabu. And this is the last game I'll probably play. Go up here to f4, e3. Looking for the exchange here on d4. Knight here. I learned the line now. Let's see if I remember if the homework paid off. I did learn this line. They take. They usually don't do that though. So that's not the line I studied. They push the pawn forward. And I believe, can you just go b3 now? I think you can just go b3 now. They go up. Here, and then knight f3, castle, castle. Before there was a trap, now there's no trap. So can you just go knight back and then c3? Because you have two knights guarding it, and then c3, it anchors it. And now we're in an okay setup. Take, just drop. Knight c1 cannot be the move. There's no way knight c1's the best move. I may just have to get it doubled like that, unfortunately, because there's nothing else you could really do. Yeah, I don't see another way. Because if you go knight c1, that must be worse. Your pieces are just horrible. They can go up. Yeah, that's got it. Oh, they can go here anyways. No, they can't push the pawn. So we go knight c1. Let's say rook over, up. Well, I guess it's just a game. Let's try this first. Because I don't want to double pawns like that. I think the game is just over. Oh, no, it's the same thing. I could have just done that from the beginning. Yeah, like once the queen moves, I had to go queen here. The problem is this pawn is so weak, so I didn't want to do that. like on a quick think. I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that either. But I forgot that's the whole point that I did this. And now the knight's bad and it's still there. So I could have just done the other thing at that point. Remove our knight here. Now the question is, how do you make this a draw? Because it's probably not going to be a win whatever I do. Their knight slides in. Alright. Let's just go up. And then set that up. We also move our rook to the d file because the bishop is on this long diagonal. I'm thinking this next. Well, no, before anything, probably just rook here first makes more sense. No, it doesn't. Oh. Yeah, there was a tactic that they could have tried with queen there, but now they've gone a5. That tactic's done. Let's go here attacking. Because we kind of have to move quick, and we get a square for this. The only thing is the knight sliding in. So I might go bishop here trying to trade that off. But I realized they're going to replace it. So that runs into a similar issue. And then rook to d1. I'm surprised I didn't take the other way. Yes, please. I need that off the board. With the knight gone, it feels like I shouldn't be able to draw this or hold this. With the knight there, I don't think I could have. I think it would have been too difficult. Take. And then we go here with the queen because this is guarded. And remember, we have to move quicker because we're down on time. And this is a consistent theme against Pablo. Pablo just finds very good moves very quickly. So I'm calculating, and I might even find the right move, but it just doesn't matter at a point. This is just a draw, though. Like, I can't imagine I lose this game. This is just a draw. I'd have to, like, really mess up to lose this. Like, I can't explain that. Like, I really would have to. And that could happen. That's not impossible. But it also is not required or anything for me to mess up. There's only one move I think that keeps their winning chances alive. I don't think that was it. The king in, it would have been interesting to see how they continue. I did see my rook potentially, like bishop back, rook up, but I'm in the mode where I'm just trying to draw the game. I did see that though, so I could have tried something else myself. An end game? Well, I don't have much other option, honestly, so kind of just have to go with that. Rotating here. They can't trade though. That's the thing. They can't trade. This is a passer. Yeah, okay, they're cool with the draw. They can't trade that. Oh, I didn't even look at that pawn. Oh my god. And that's game. I did mess up. I think I said it too. I was like, I could mess up badly. I was not focused on that at all. And we just throw. We could have held that for sure. They actually have checkmate, I think. Yeah, that's mate. Dude, how did I throw that there? Let's look here. I mean, time. I guess you could also say that's an excuse. But, like, I still should have defended that, even though I was low on time. Yeah. All I should do instead, probably. So king here, maybe, this is what I'm thinking. A3 moving, force my king over. So I probably just move my bishop back and forth. Like for something like that, just go back and forth with the bishop, and then my king doesn't have to run over to guard that, which was the issue. But maybe it's just losing though, I guess. Because if they ever trade that, then this is pushing, and my king can never slide forward through the center, I don't think. Let's see. We're waiting for this next game here. Let's see. Pablo and Eliza are playing. The knight's here on c3 in this one. The knight can jump forward, or you can take there on d4. I think. Take on d4. Or the queen can slide here. Interesting ideas here for white. Already up a pawn, too. So that's a nice advantage, I think, for white. And it's double, but it's not the worst double pawn. The bishop's going to guard the knight. How did this happen? It happened. Ah, the Alpin Gambit. I just went over this, actually. I literally just watched a video on this one. Why not King F2? King F2. Let me go back. Because I'm not going to play a game anyway, so we'll just cancel this. You said King F2 in this game. Let's see. What did I see here? Man on the podium? Good work. I got crushed in the end game. But I might be, yeah, I'm going to say I'm losing I'm losing the whole time, actually. Yeah. I realized that once. I'm like, well, even if I go back and forth, they could eventually just take this pawn. And my king can't go forward. So you're actually okay here. The issue is... Okay, so bishop f4. So I'm just losing the... I guess, yeah. I'm just losing the whole time. Even if with that falling. But now it's back equal. King here. Quite the interesting endgame. King there is not good. And now I think the problem is they can just slide in somewhere. Yeah. Alright. Let's see the podium, because that's the tournament. Let's announce the winners. First place, Pablo. Or not Pablo. Excuse me there. 13.5 for 15. 44 points. Eliza in second. 33 points. And then Ryan in third with 16 points. So, do we want to go to the tournament, or do we want to do the puzzle rush? Because we were talking about at the early part of the stream if we wanted to do just puzzles for part of it, or do we want to do a tournament, or have me do like play some rapid rated online. So if you have a preference, I'm going to put this poll here on TikTok, and if you're on Twitch or YouTube, you can type in the... I can just restart that. You can type in the chat. Let's go here and restart. Okay. So I have the poll there on TikTok. Let's go here, pull this back up. Alright. Let's see. I don't have a huge preference. Those are my daily games, so we're waiting for the results on that. So we have enough to... Oh, whoa. I guess we do a tournament. It has to be a half-hour tournament anyways. Because I forgot I have chess. Yeah, I have to leave relatively soon. Like, I have to leave probably like 7:10, 7:15. Yeah, queen's going to slide here to c2. Or the knight slides. The only thing on knight is the queen down here. But pawn coming down is also a problem. I guess if you go here, the queen slides in here. Probably doesn't matter that much, because I think it's just losing. Because, yeah, I guess they could slide here anyways. You can't stop that. So maybe just guard this pawn, and we can bring our rook over closer to the king. That could be the move. Yeah. Rook sliding over here closer to the king. Alright, next game. Knight's going to slide forward. We have one more. See, we have any votes so far. Let's see. None so far. Okay. So I'm guessing you guys don't have a huge preference between the three. That's what I'm going to take the not voting is. Is that what it is? Or you guys just haven't voted yet? The queen's going to slide up. Alright, let's go back here. We do have one vote. A vote for me playing some rapid games. Long games are banned. Long games. Do you want to play 1+0? Is that what you're saying? You want to play bullet? That's what it sounds like you're suggesting. A vote for Puzzle Rush. A vote for just play rapid. So we have a minute left on the poll there. And then again on Twitch and YouTube, there's no poll, but you guys can type in chat. Grind. Just play... me just playing rapid. I guess I can make that more explicit next time. But yeah, just playing rapid games. Or playing rated online. I guess I can't even do it on this account. Oh, yeah, I guess I won't even do it on this account. But I could play a rapid game for today. You want to change your vote? Okay. So I only have time. I'll say only time for 2 rapid games. So would you want to do that or the puzzles? Because I have to leave. I couldn't play 3 full ones because that's an hour basically. So I could do 2 rapid games, or I could do what? I guess I could do the puzzle. But 2 votes for grind on chess.com. Thank you for those likes there. I see someone sending them. Box0. Yeah, much appreciated. I didn't see the username at first. And I don't see anything here on the YouTube or Twitch side. So I guess grind has all the votes. So we'll play some rapid then. I guess let me pull up this other thing here. Alright, let me close this. I guess I'll need this open. Give me 1 second. Here. Can you do this? Huh, okay, I guess that's pretty easy. Alright. Full screen this here, and let's go here. Alright, so 10 plus 0, or we want to do 15 plus 10? Because if we do 15 plus 10, we can do one game. 10 plus 0, 2 games. Again, I don't have a huge preference. So if you have a preference, let me know there. I feel like 10-0 probably is better versus 15 plus 10. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm just going to do the 10-0. Because I think 2 games probably makes more sense. All right. Oh, I haven't played Rapid on this account yet. I have not. Because I do not like Rapid. So I did not play it at all. I'll go D4. So this first game may be quick or it might be long. It might be a Grandmaster that also has a new account. Let's take here in the center. Well, they go for this Ungling Gambit. They're definitely not a beginner. They're definitely not a beginner. It's going to be our first rated game. Okay, Ryan, you both set 10. Okay, cool. Knight's going to slide forward here. Alright. They go up. So what I'm thinking is bishop here. Because I want to try and exchange. I mean, the knight can go here as well. That's part of it. You can't see. You can't see it. Oh, you probably can't see it on TikTok. Yeah. Because TikTok, you can't share your screen. You're sharing... Give me one sec. I'm sharing a specific tab. That's kind of a flaw in their system, I would say. Oh, maybe I can't do it on today then. Because I may have to... Wait, settings. Oh, here we go, here we go. This... Okay, you should be able to see it now. But you can't see the full thing. Let me fix the dimensions there. Alright, that should be good now. Can you see it now? And then if you're watching... Okay, everyone should be able to see it on whatever they're watching now. Alright, so bishop's going to slide forward. I'm thinking either here. Yep, no problem. Thank you for letting me know. I didn't even think about that. Because for Streamlabs, you don't have to... It's a screen share. But TikTok, it's not a screen share. It's a capture of the... of a particular... It doesn't even matter. But let's go to this game. The bishop's going to go here to F5. It's either here and knight c3. I've done both. The only thing is with knight c3, knight in. So I'm thinking... You were saying now you can't see. Now you can't see it? You're saying you can't see it right now, Ryan? Let's go up here to d3. I see it on my TikTok side. Are you trolling? Or do you actually not see it? Let's full screen this. We go bishop here to d3 though. If they take, we'll take back. We can also castle on this next turn. They capture, capture. I think that's probably not the best response. Ah, yes, trolling, trolling. Okay, I was gonna say, I thought I switched it. Let's go knight here in the center to c3. And we're just up a pawn now. Usually the benefit of this is that they have that attack. But now I don't see that. Yeah, d4 now, bishop d2, and then queen here. They have this... The only thing with just moving here... So you can go here, I guess. And then this is hanging. So you just go d5 then? But the knight sliding in is also annoying. Maybe no great option. I'll go up here to d5, because I might just have the kingside castle anyways. So it may not matter. I want to just go up so the bishop can move and not be dropping down d3. So yeah, bishop d2 probably next. And then queen to b3 after is what I'm thinking. Okay, their knight's going to slide in. So is queen here or bishop up? Probably bishop up. Because if they allow me to queenside castle, I'll prefer to. But I'm not against the idea of kingside castling if we have to kingside castle. I think the queen can slide to one of these two squares. They slide in. Yeah, that is kind of an issue. So you might have to just go here and castle. Yeah, because if we go up, they have this check. Actually, oh no, because they're winning this as well. I was going to say, maybe you can trick them. Maybe you go here and you trick them. They go here, you go up. They go here. It's not worth doing all that. Let's just castle. Get our king to safety. I don't want to miscalculate something. Let's go up here to a3, attacking the knight. Alright, they push their pawn forward. I'll throw my pawn forward as well. Because they take, I can just take that. And that'd be fine. Knight here in the center is probably a move as well. But first, let's kick their knight back so they don't have any infiltration squares. They drop back. I want to go there. Because they have, this piece is attacking. Maybe I could have went there immediately. The only thing is I want to have the pawn attack them so they can also go forward. The problem is h3 is not a good response for me to have. That's like I think it's a fishing hook you call it. So yeah, I think we're going to go knight here next. I want to try this, but I imagine that's just going to let me push the pawn all the way up. Got to play the best. I don't know if this is the best move, but what I think is the best move in the position. I think it's here attacking the queen, kicking this out, and then maybe going like rook c1 or something on the next couple moves. Yeah, that seems good. Just knight captures the bishop. I would imagine they're not going to keep their queen there. Oh, no, no. Well, this is free. I don't know if taking actually helps me because I get the open G file. That doesn't feel that beneficial. Honestly. Yeah, they don't even... Okay, they're setting up a checkmate too. Let's just take this. One less attacker is what I'm thinking. One less attacker. Easier to play. And maybe b4. Because I want to counterattack. It doesn't make that much sense to just sit back. Because up, you move the knight back. They can't really break through if you don't have a spot for them to attack. So I just want to go b4. If they go up, you just go knight back. I believe. Yeah, just back here. Yeah. And they can't really break through, despite it looking like they have all this pressure. This is, if you're going to break through, that's probably the way, though. I still don't think that works. Because if you go... Okay, say you go up here first, attacking, their knight, kicking it back. You could go up here. Oh, you can't go there because take here, your queen falls. Almost there, though. So do you go queen here for the attack? The king could slide over. Here. We need the knight to get here. Maybe knight, yeah. Knight here. So that they can't push the pawn forward. And then I think bishop b4. Or queen a4. But a knight there stops any counterattack. And we're looking at knight to e5 as well, probably. But yeah, bishop b4, q a4. The problem with q a4 is it's pretty easy to stop. So I don't want to play that immediately. And then knight jumps in. I guess now this is a possibility again. Can I go for the attack? We attack the queen. The queen slides, we go up, but then that's hanging. Too much is hanging at the end of this. Let's go here attacking and maybe here. To a4, looking to attack down on a7. But I think knight... There is a fork here now, is the only thing. And there is no attack right now, that's true. I don't want to... Oh, that's a mistake. Oh, no, they had to do that. Oh, I didn't even realize. Yeah, they're just losing now, because you can go knight up. I didn't even realize they couldn't do anything else, yeah. And you could go there as well, or take that. I mean, a lot of options. You can honestly, they're not going, I doubt they move their rook. If they're like 2,000, they'll just keep it. Oh, no. That's not what I meant to do. But they'll just keep it there. Because if they go back, you can attack the queen. Oh, but they could go over. So if I go, so you could take the knight for free. Or you could go here and risk them going here and you have to. Yeah, okay, they're pretty good. I just mentioned that, so you don't want to move the rook. You just want to drop the rook for that. We're both probably, they're pretty good, honestly. We take this, they take, yeah. I'll just take the material. Do I take it a second time? I feel like I should, because this is a double attack as well with queen here to c2. You're attacking this and you're attacking this. So one of them's going to fall. And you can't guard both. Usually you can guard both pawns. It's kind of hard to. I don't see a way. Maybe they just give this pawn up, though. And they say, hey, we're losing. Let's at least get another file towards the king. Because losing this one is honestly probably worse anyways. Because I'm attacking too. So they might just go like rook here. Oh, yeah. They're really good. Everything I'm saying they're doing. So maybe we're both bad or we're both good. If we take this, I feel like that's still good. Like, even though they get the counter, that's weak. And if that's gone, there's really no... Yeah, I think we're just going to take this still. Here on f5. And then we have this check. Now the queen's kind of tied down. If you go here, the queen's a little bit overworked. But honestly, you can just take on g4. But, oh, yeah, because you can't guard g4. If you move the queen, you have queen f6. I think it is just GG after that. Honestly. It has to, yeah. They slide over. Q d5. Over. So you can either go queen d5 or take the pawn. I'm guessing taking the pawn is probably better. They both... I don't know, though. Maybe I keep it. Because if you go here, and they go rook over, there's some knight here ideas that they can't do with that still there. So I might just check. I don't think... Yeah. I might just check there, honestly. Oh, they still have that idea, though. Huh. No, yeah, they do. They can go here if you take here. Wow. I might have to go f4. En passant. The knight's too strong. I've just realized that. Wow, I wonder if they see. They must see that. That's why they did it. They can go in, take, and they have a way to anchor themselves. Maybe king over just stops it, though. Because if you go king over, and then they go in, take, you have a move first. And then you can go rook here guarding h2. I think that would work that way. Okay, let's try that. King here to h1. What's going on, bro? 423. I have enough time. Then just rook c1. And we can finally counterattack. Because we've been defending for most of this. Since they sacked the pawn, that was the whole point of it, is they are attacking. And I've defended for like 20 or so moves. I think it's finally too hard of an attack to really break through after rook c1. Because I'm up that rook for knight. And I have 2 pawns. So I have a rook and 2 pawns for a knight. Like the second the queens are off, or the second their attack fizzles out, it's over. I think king h1's the last touch. Yeah, they want to win that pawn there. I mean, that's really not the worst thing, though. I could allow it. Or is it better to go here? Trying to go back? Yeah, because I guess take. Well, it's the same thing. They can't do that. So I think here. Because there's some sack I must be missing. And this also looks to attack on c7. So we're just going to go here. And then look to go back there on g3. And also rook c1. New account. This isn't new. This is the account I used to record my my YouTube videos. Check those out, by the way. My YouTube's PJ's Chess. We're almost at 1,000 subs. But I have this account for that purpose. And we were talking about earlier what I should do differently in streams, maybe. Had a lot of suggestions for just playing rated. And I was like, well, I don't want to play rated on the main because I know I'm not fully locked in. But on this account, I could still do it and still give the commentary. Because once it gets up to a similar rating, like it'll be the same level of play. Like right now, honestly, they're probably like 16 to 2,000 anyways. It might be the same type of game I would have played anyways. But the queen is there on e5, maybe qg3. But yeah, you see they're taking some time here, as it's not that easy to figure out a way through. Because they don't have anything. Like there's really nothing here. Like if they go here, they're just going to lose the knight. So that's not... He could have sacked the rook. Here? Rook captures f2, are you saying? That must be... Yeah. Is that what you're saying? Rook f2? Yeah, they're taking some time here because it's just not an easy way to convert this. The queen's on e5. They slide. Yeah. Rook here. And then probably here on the next turn. I'm just going here to see if they slip up. I doubt they will. So they're just going to go queen back next to try and get the exchange. Honestly, yeah. And because you'd also be guarding this. Yeah, they go up, as mentioned. Was not thinking they would fall for that anyways. Back here with the queen. Maybe they give up that. But I don't know if I want that. I really don't think I do. It doesn't feel like that much of an advantage. It's like their knight in here. I wonder, should you go here? Repeat once. And then bring our rook in. Because now knight sliding in is kind of a problem. And then how have they kept this so competitive? They're down. But yeah, this is not an easy conversion. Knight sliding in is an issue. You could go up here. Now they can't do that. But then they'll just go back there. Honestly, I'm just going to reset. Repeat one time. And then probably rook in. And then rook here to double up. But the problem with moving the rooks is that they have that. That's still possible. It doesn't work at first because this rook's here stopping the mate. This is way harder than I thought it would be. Maybe I just go up to d5 though. d5, d6. That could be the continuation. They dropped their queen though. They switch it up. I'm not sure why they switched it. Because before they were on the h file. I think that's better. Because now we have an initiative. which they may see. They may do that because they have queen in if I go up. So that's why it might be better to do this and push. Yeah, it might be. Because if you go here and they go here. But honestly, if you go there, you're quicker than they are. Yeah, honestly, yeah, you're quicker. They can't stop it. They're too slow if you do it this way. So queen here, you go over. Take, but this, they can't take, that's mate. Oh, yeah. You can just go up here. Attacking the queen and bring your rook here. I do at some point want to get my king some breathing room, but for now this is enough. We're attacking the queen. There's no mate because this is not a, honestly, if this is a bishop, I like it a little bit more because we could have a mate, but that's not a possibility. At least this is initiative. This is kind of weak. They may have to just go back in their corner. That might be the worst thing. Oh, yeah, and if they go there, here, you're threatening that and you're threatening that. And then, there's just not enough time. They can't guard everything from what I'm looking at. So it should be a win. Although a very hard-fought game. This is quite difficult for them to have been losing for a decent amount of time. They had a lot of tricks. Knight f3 would have been an interesting one. I think knight f3 would have worked. But yeah, we are attacking the queen there on g. They dropped back queen trade. They've accepted it. I'm trying to think of, do I want to do that now? Because now we have some opportunity, some option. But I believe that's still probably the best thing to do. Let's just get the queens off. Slide back over. Yeah, slide back over here. So that we can guard this here on f2. And I want to get my rook there. They might go h5. I guess that's the same problem. Their knight slides in. Up. I think I like up first. And then up. And they could go there. But then we go up there. Yeah, so there. Here. Watching out for the forking square. But you just go up. And there's no mate because the rook is guarding where the rook can infiltrate. And so here, if they bring their rook up here, you could just go here, right? And then you start stopping the entire thing. Alright, they dropped their knight back. And I don't think it is time for this to happen. This is quite annoying. Just move the pawn forward, get rid of this. There's no fork that I can see, at least. And once this is gone, our rook has another infiltration square. This is kind of the same thing, though. Like, yeah, so you go here, take, they're going to take, right? You could go rook here now. Yeah, and then you can bring this rook here. There, 53 seconds left. Oh, there's a mate idea, actually. I think they see it. There's some type of mate on the board. Check, and then rook down here. They have up, though. I might just replace with up. So if they take, or I guess we could go there, here, and we can force the end game. But then I'm down that pawn, I don't have to lose. So if they go up, I might just go up here first to keep everything. Up here, take, and then rook here, check. And that should be enough. Hope. Oh, I don't need. Well, thank you. Good on the hope, though. I probably am a little bit over a little bit higher than them, to be honest. Or give a check, but definitely can drop the moves in there. Cause I don't want to read it too much, cause I kind of figured people would be putting moves. So I'm trying to look towards saying I don't want to cheat. We're gonna give this check here. If they go, they can only go over, and then take, and then check, and then check. Alright, what is my expected elo? Do I get to 1200 is the question. Do I get to 1500? Let's see. I got 1900 rapid. Let's see. How did I get 1900? What was their rating? They joined 9 days ago. They don't have... Oh, they're 1800. Ah, I said 1600 to 2000. I literally got the midpoint. Look at me. I know some chess. Let's see the review. See what happens. We have time for one more game. 84%. I mean, I guess that wasn't the worst. Not the best either. 1963 is my initial rating on this account. I go to a new game here. Alright, I don't see their rating either. I'm guessing they're like 20... Can I check? They're like 2,700 or something. They are... No, they're like 2,000. Okay. The Vienna game. Let's go up here. It's a c5 with the bishop. This is wrong. I just went over this. This is wrong. Can I think of why? I guess we have some more time. So if you take here... The problem is I'm never winning after I do this exact move order. But this doesn't... Okay, I'm just going to do it. Because it's not right. I know it's not right. And then it's queen here. I just have to figure out the moves after, I guess. Because once you take, it's really not that good after they move their queen here. At least after this game we can review and see what the exact line is here. They go up. Take here on h2. Attacking. Back. I'm guessing you don't take and let them get an open, or let them get that. So we just slide our queen over. And we're still up the pawn. We have no development though. So maybe this is like a gambit that I'm not familiar with. That's crazy. Go up here to d6. So they go here attacking. I mean, I guess here. So they go, oh, they go there, back, and then here. That may be a problem. So maybe that part is the game. Maybe it's bad for a different reason. Let's see. Here with the queen. Knight here. I have to go g6 anyways, I guess. So this probably doesn't matter that much. I have to go g6 regardless. So let's go here then. So that they don't slide in here. They go here, g6. Don't think there's an alternative if I'm trying to keep everything on this side of the board. We do have this idea of d6. The problem is this is actually not defended. So you couldn't defend that there if there's an issue. Yeah, take. Like you can't go up because this is just hanging. So maybe knight a6 so that you can go d6 and then you can go here. Maybe we keep the pawn. It's not a guarantee we lose it. Their knight sliding in is the only thing I'm not loving. Oh, we could just go queen here. What am I talking about? Yeah, you just go, but they go there now. Now you can't go there. But we could go here. Because nothing drops with this. And then you could go here. But they might push. If they push, they're locked in. Okay, they don't push. Let's go here. And then here. And we may be defending this. Or not even there. No. We can just move our knight. Because moving this isn't as useful, I feel. No, but moving the knight allows that in. So yeah, I think it is this first. Attacking their knight there. They can't move in because of this. They drop back. And then we can go here so we can set up the idea of d5 or f5. Probably d5 so the bishop can move and we can queenside castle. But they go for that square that I was mentioning, as it is completely undefended. There's nothing I can really do about it. I may just allow knight in, because if we get... Or do I just go here first? Do I just go here and then d5? Because I guess the idea of castling manually and not... It's really not that different. Or we can go f5. My issue with f5, though, is this is then a target... It feels like that's too easy. But I guess knight here, bishop here is also kind of a problem. So it's all bad. So probably here, if they take... Do you then take with the queen? Maybe get the isolated pawn? Because if you take here, bishop here... Because then the knight can sit there. I guess the rook can slide over here to f, though. As a response to that. Because here also doesn't work because that over, take. I guess that's defended, though. I am still leading d5. Despite everything I've said, that feels like the most natural move. But their king's going to kingside castle. They get the check. They get the check bishop in. But then, like, what do they do? I don't see how that's winning. But I don't know. This really is kind of a guessing game for me at this point. Because these are the only three options. I think it's f5. Because I guess getting their bishop there and there is kind of, I can't ever kick it out. I thought they could still get it there, though. Like, if you go here and here, it's like the same thing in a different order. So I feel like, yeah, I feel like it's king or d5 then. Because you're just delaying the inevitable with this. But with the knight sitting there. So here, can you stop it from getting there anyways? No. Or no, you could. No, but rook up, queen over wouldn't work. Oh, no, maybe it is f5. Because here, you go up, back. You could go up again. And they couldn't keep it there. Everyone try that. Because I don't think they can, yeah. Because you can go up there to g5 after. So I think it's f5. I do want a castle. I know I may not be able to. But here, we're 2 moves away. And this is an initiative too. So we might get a free move. Unless they go, well, they can't move here immediately. I should have mentioned that the whole time. Because this is hanging. But still, I'm like, they can, oh no, I miscalculated that. I didn't even have to worry about knight getting in. This kicks it out. But they can move their knight here. Maybe they can't though, because I have an intermezzo. Sacking a pawn, but it cuts off the connection. That's an interesting way to go forward. We're down 2 minutes though. So that's kind of an issue. I think d6 here and castle. Or at least the d6 here part. The reason I'm saying castle so much is because if you get your king on c7, the knight's retreat square is b8. Alright. Now the question is to take this, or to take this, or take this. Well, knight's not an option. It's here or here. I would guess it's with the pawn. Because if you take with the queen, they can just go back. And then that's not hanging. They can just go back. Yeah, that feels kind of pointless. Let's go here. I did all this to get a good position. Let's at least try. They have this isolated pawn. They're down a pawn. If I can survive the next 5 moves and get my king safe, I feel pretty good about what's happened in the opening. I'm sure I played this a slight bit inaccurate. Because I know that f4 is a mistake. And I know that it's winning for black. I just don't know the exact move order. So it's made it where, like, I know I'm supposed to be better, but I don't think I'm actually winning the game. And now with d5 in here, I don't feel bad about the position at all. If they push, you might just push. Yeah, I mentioned that too. But I think you just have to live with that. It's part of the price you have to pay for a better position. And now we're 1 move away from king safety. And once the king's safe, we have 3 centralized pawns. I mean, it's, flank, but you get the idea. 3 pawns, aims for, they do castle, I castle. Now a new game has begun. We get out the opening. We're going towards this end game-ish setup. I think rook g8 and knight here are probably the next few ideas. If they push, we can attack and go knight back first. But it's really not that bad. It's really not that bad. I think rook g8 is probably the next move. Just looking to attack the bishop. If they drop, you just go knight here. They slide over. So it's probably because they're trying to do this. So you could go up, take. You're attacking. A very interesting idea from them. The problem is, if you go here, they can still go up. Oh, maybe you go knight g8. Oh, yes, you go knight g6. If they push, you push. You're still attacking that. That's hanging, but the queen's under attack. So they slide over, you go knight back. Yeah, I think that probably makes more sense to go rook here first still. All right, rook here. Then take. This is guarded. They push, you go up. Because you have so many central pawns, you have enough to... And this is guarded, this is guarded. If they push, you attack queen before they can take this and double your A pawn. Double your B pawn to be there on a6 and the pawn here on a7 still. So I think, yeah, that's fine, that's fine. I might just go knight c7 proactively. So there's no more threat of that. But if I'm deciding between knight c7, I also look at knight c5. I don't see a square to go to after, which is why I'm looking at knight c7 more. And maybe knight e6, and then we can look at the d4 square. But again, this knight's kind of bad. If I could trade it off, I'd trade it off. Alright, they drop back. And this is kind of a concession that they can't do anything. Because with the queen back, the attack is kind of dead. And the bishop is cut off too. I think that's a mistake. We're going to take back this way. I think is better. Yeah, because you're going back to this pawn connectivity. You have this check. The queen's here. It's discovering. It's cutting off the bishop from discovering this knight, which they do. Yeah, I would say they're going to do that eventually. I know. Oh, maybe a slight mistake from me, because I do have to give double pawns now. This is hanging, which I missed. So you could force the queen trade at least, and then you go into the end game where you're down. Because knight up is a temporary solution with the idea of b4. I guess it's not the worst thing though. I mean, well, not even not the worst thing. There's no other option really. Like I'm not gonna lose a pawn to not get it doubled. Like that's kind of dumb. So let's do it this way. They take this king. Well, the problem, the king can defend the pawn. The thing is, I could either lose a pawn or get double pawns. Because if I go king over, they take, I take, and then that's what I'm trying to avoid with the queen on the board still. I still can't stop that from happening, but I at least get, there's no queen here, as you see, to like exploit this is more the purpose of it. Like, you couldn't stop it. You either lost there or this happened. But I tried to make this happen with the queen off, so it's not as big of an issue. Rook over. Their knight's so limited. That's another problem. Their knight's not good. Maybe they can reroute, but if they move back, I might just go up and up. Yeah, they move back, I go up. Because they can't move their rook or this hangs. Maybe they can for a turn, though. That might be the problem. Maybe they can for one turn. They go here. Do we get centralized? Or do you push? I guess letting their knight in is probably not a good idea. Let's just go up. 2 pawns here. The king slides forward. Oh, we can check and then bishop here potentially. Or you go bishop here immediately. That might be better. Oh, but then oh no, the knight can't go there. So if we force the knight trade, yeah, I think that's winning. Because here, they go king back. I think here, attacking the knight, they can't go up because of check. The knight's going to have to get traded off, and then we just run our king up. And we have these, they take 2 connected passers. That should be a win. So if you go bishop h3, oh, I guess you could have did that. Huh, I didn't see that. Take here. Well, no. Oh, yeah, because take here, take. Yeah, you'd be guarding it. Yeah, I just missed that. We have these in the center. We're looking to take this at the end. Because we still have this idea. They push. Take. Here. King up. This is push forward, and just want our king up here towards the center. Because they have to go back to guard this pawn. And our king just runs d6, d5. I don't want to give this up. And our king still is just going to run forward here. Towards the center of the board. Yeah, up. And then up. And then we're just going to have... Now you can take this pawn, actually, because this is guarded. Or you could... I guess you have a few different options. Take here first, I think, though. Probably makes the most sense. Just get some material back. Check. King forward. 2 minutes left. Here attacking. They slide over pawn down here. And they can't stop anything. Check. Oh, no! No! Oh, no. You have one... No, there are moves that stop this, actually. I'll take that back here. No, you have to give that up. Huh. I did mess that up. Luckily, we have another passer. Good thing we had 2. They can take one, but they have to trade the rook, and then the other one's going to go through. Similar problem, I think, with here. Yeah, they're just too close. This is too close. They're going to have to take. And I take, yeah, and then take. And now we're running into the exact same thing, except I hopefully will not mess up this time. Let's go king down, pawn down. Or is it pawn down? Yes, pawn down here first, attacking the rook. And then we have like rook c8. Because if they go down, rook c... Or king up, rook over, king here. But they get out the way of it. Did they save it? Maybe I didn't mess that up all the way. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, if you do this, they have over, rook here to f8. Because they go here first, they can't do it that way. Yeah. Rook f8. cutting this off. If they go here, you'll check and then go king down. I think I have to go rook f8 first. But I think the problem is my king gets there. Either way, my king would have got there. See, I think it is just a win. Because they couldn't have stopped that regardless. Because they do the other way, I just move my king there immediately. But since they go there, I can't move the king, but I can support the king from behind. So I think king forward and then e2. Well, because if they go rook here, you just go rook over. And then you go king there, which I think is winning. It has to be this pawn, though, because these are weak. I wonder if they just take and try and draw that. Maybe they just try and draw. Because if they take this, they can't take both, though, because take one, push. They go over. Check first. A minute 40. Can you push immediately? You might be... I think you can push immediately. Yeah, you can. Because if they... Yeah. They go check, you just move. So here... I haven't done this in a while. Let's see, hopefully I can remember it. Rook up here. Up, take, rook. Yeah, they can go back. Oh, I have a pawn still. Okay, so I don't even have to do rook and king. Take, king back. It's actually almost mate just like this, but not quite. You see they have to go this way. Yeah, and now it's mate. The king's gonna slide up. So yeah, whatever they do is gonna be made in the next like 5 or so moves. So check. Don't have to drop back. And then you're gonna move the king up here. And then there. Up. And then you have mate. Alright, GG. That was a fun game. Alright, we get the win. I'll see the accuracy on that one. I feel like that was not that high in the opening and it got higher in the end game. Yeah, I was right. The opening was literally the lowest percentage. And it got higher as the game went on. And theirs was the worst in the mid game. Okay, this is actually a mistake apparently, taking there. I thought you were supposed to do that. No, you're not supposed. You're supposed to go d6, that's why. This is actually book. d6. So never take the knight. Ah, I'm losing. Okay. So I can't do that. Apparently it's just d6 here. And then knight up. Wow, okay. I did not know that. Let's see what the analysis board says. And after knight f6, apparently I'm winning. Take. Can they not take? Oh, if they take this, I have queen here, right? Oh, they can go knight back. Wow, the king's gambit is an interesting opening. Apparently there's a way I could have held that or something. I don't know, but yeah, GG's. We won the first 2 games. It says I'm 2091 rapid. I don't feel like, I guess that's like the same rating as my other rating. Maybe I'm higher though, because I don't play it that often. We are 2091. We'll be on tomorrow for sure. We can do one more. We can do a bullet game to close out. A 1+0, because I have chess club in person. I'm the president of my club. This will be the last thing we do. Oops. I keep forgetting, accidentally doing that. Let's go up, take, knight 4 if they take. As you see, a lot less thinking involved in this version of it. Here, back if they take here. I could have taken with the queen, though. That was a bad move. I guess bad moves will happen playing this quick, but I tried to limit them. Drop back, and then we can castle here. What? Well, too late now. Because if they... No, it's not too late. They go up. They can push their pawn forward. I think that's a weakness. Oh, wait. That's free. We're up 6 seconds, so we should be able to hold on. I would guess because of time, if nothing else. Take, check. Up. It's not mates. But, I mean, not like I have much other choice anyways. Yeah. I think I'm holding this one. Check, over, and it's just held. They can't check me again. That's honestly the wrong square anyways. But this should be a win now. They have 3 seconds left. Take, check there. And we get the win. Alright. So we ended the stream on a 3-game win streak. Well, 1 with bullet and then 1 there for those 2 for those rapid games. So yeah, thank you all for tuning in. I'll be on tomorrow for probably a longer time. I don't have any obligation tomorrow afternoon. If you want to support me, I'm PJ Chess on TikTok. Please follow there. I'm PJ Chess on YouTube. I have some fun videos, 3 in the last 3 days of like long form if you want to check out some of my Collegiate Chess League games or a fun NBA and chess challenge combined. Also, almost at 1,000 subs, so a free way to support is going to my YouTube. PJ Chess on Instagram and then PJ Chess 993 on Twitch. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you have a